Hello, YouTube. We're back with pins. How about it? If you want to see, get involved in district planning and check that kind of stuff out, twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. Lord Dick, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So we've got a Ruhr planned here with fallback options in case there's Niter, which is kind of a big deal. We've got a pretty aggressive plan to the south here. I'm hoping that we can sneak in some cities. I don't know exactly where we go next. Pantheon-wise, this is a little awkward because River Goddess is kind of by far the best choice here, but I'm not really thinking about holy sites. So Divine Spark could be like kind of okay in the mid game or whatnot. But in terms of tempo play, fishing boats gives us a decent start. Now, I don't have a lot of coastal cities, which you often can in a 7 Seas. We just kind of don't, which I don't hate. So this is really only for 4 production in the cap. It's not outstanding, but our other options are pastures, which is ultimately about 5 culture and not really like 1, maybe kind of early on. Plantations, similarly, about 5 culture. Just not that good, right? And so there aren't a lot of amazing options for us. And so I think because our cap is slightly awkward anyways, and I don't mind working the fishing boats to grow and stuff, I think God of the Sea is a weird tempo play. I could see it having a little bit of value later on. And this isn't certainly a really weird choice for this, but again, nothing here looks amazing. Nothing here looks amazing. Lady of the Reeds and Marsh is not that good, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm gonna take the tempo fishing boats. Been making some really weird Pantheon choices lately, and we're gonna keep that weirdness going. Hopefully you're into the weird. Monument to the Gods is okay. Yeah, I can see that too. But I think the upside of like, hey, let's make this next time, because I'm about to get the builder and I'm going to improve this fishing boat and I want to work that, right? And I don't have a ton of other growth tiles in the cap to work. So like I'm going to be working these fish for quite some time. Open Sky is ultimately 5 culture and only 1 about right away. I think this is better. We are a little bit behind in terms of era score. We do need to meet more civs. Yeah, I really think it's going to be meeting civs that finds us this golden age. Maybe goody huts, maybe things like that. We're going to meet them next turn. We have started the countdown timer on the ancient era, so I will have time to Suze that the holy civ that is up there. She's at war with someone, which is why I'm trying to edge towards her. Meet them. We could meet the 2 other civs that are in the game. That's a bunch of era score, gets us our golden. And at that point, that's kind of our best bet. And it allows us to maybe get our cities down here. We should look at the score of everybody. We're at 21. Unmet at 28. Lady Six Guy at 22. So she might get a golden. Eleanor pretty unlikely at 13 to find it. Oh, sorry. We're at the bottom at 19. Basil's at 21. Very nervous to see a city pop up here. Obviously, we are not going Ancestral Hall because we plan a government plaza around our southern cities and trying to get a few good theater squares to go with it. We'll want more campuses. We've got decent ones planned for now. And I can see us getting more cities. There's a Petra up there. There's a goody hut here that we'll be able to get, hopefully, assuming no barbs. So hopefully we can find the golden relatively easily. Wow, Chinguetti. Yeah, that we knew that, huh? We knew it was going to be them. But let's get rid of the Hunza Sus. Seems good. And then again, I want to get these online pretty much right away. All right, so what are we going for next then? This Eureka we're about to get. I am thinking Oracle in the cap. It's basically going to give us a lot of admirals, but hopefully scientists as well. This is close-ish, right? 9 turns. And then once we have growth here, the capital's going to grow a lot faster. So I think we can get that. Let's go towards mysticism and put ourselves in a position to maybe get Oracle. Maybe we even get Apadana as well. I don't really want to play culturally, but it would make for a good theater square. And wonder spamming in the cap is certainly something it can do because I don't have a ton of district plans for them. Kijison, thank you for the follow. So what do I go with then? Another builder? I'd love a settler to get down here. to like start to secure this. But I'd rather the efficiency. Let's improve our tiles. Let's improve our tiles, grow, get early empire, and then work on a settler. I think that's the way I want to play it. Let's cross the river. 60 faith. It's not nothing. So again, we're just looking at the tempo play of this. It's a nice tile. This is going to be a decent tile too. Oh, that's her as well, huh? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Builder here, or maybe I actually start a settler here. Again, I'm not going Ancestral Hall. 60 is a high roll. Yeah, often it's 20. Little nervous about the war potential, but and there is actually a decent holy site for us here if we wanted it. But I don't want to override the Ruhr. This is like a 20 hill Ruhr. Sounds good, Eminem. Have a great day, my friend. I don't have a lot of tiles to improve, like eventually the sugar. But this city is pretty high quality in that they will eventually, well, hopefully. Do I buy this? If I expand to this next turn, I probably need to buy this. We'll see where it expands. Maybe we get it naturally. Sometimes it gets a little confused. And we're working the right tiles here, I assume. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's fine for now. Stonehenge. You want to save gold for a potential levy? Yeah, that's worth considering. Much better.
In the sea.
All right. So we should be fine on the golden now. We can actually shut down our scouts. We also grab a promotion here, which is pretty sweet. We're going to get the final 2 era score from Amani. And so now I actively don't want to meet these civs, right? I don't even need this, but there's no era score next era from it. So I could also delay this, but it doesn't seem like I need to. And I may be looking at buying tiles in the cap, huh? Yeah. For the next fishing boat. So we're good on our golden. I love that. Ooh, meteor shower. We can go grab that. Yeah, this is kind of a weird derpy settle from her. That was the luck I mentioned? Yeah. So it's going to grow to this naturally. I'm going to pay the premium and buy the further tile. Because otherwise it's forever until we get it. And because of our Pantheon, I'm pretty interested in working all these. Yeah. Give me that growth. And I don't want to meet whoever's next. I'm interested in city-states. Let's take the movement. Seems pretty good. Van Bradley, hey, buddy. That's a bummer, Eureka.
TGM hype, TGM hype, TGM hype, TGM hype.
3 turns away from that. Hey, Van Bradley. Everybody go follow Van Bradley if you want more excellent tier Civ content. One of my favorite people I've met since streaming, and you know, we're friends. We're friends. Thank you, VB. Welcome on back, my friend. Good to have you here. Yeah, that was a bummer of a Eureka. Oh well. C'est la vie and all that. I'm gonna bring this galley up, grab a promo, probably take the combat strength, and then go try to beat up that galley before it finds me and starts spawning raiding parties. I'm very happy to see this turn into a city state eventually. How you been, VB? What's going on? Production towards builders over God King. Who's you explain Civ 6 all day? I appreciate that. I guess I should have taken survey and then the goody hut. That's a bit of a derp. I'll leave discipline in now because I'm going to go fight that galley. And I guess I want to grab early empire and switch out the... I want to grab it in 2 turns, though. Finish the builder. Now we grab it. And then we'll start some settlers. Summer's been extremely busy, but otherwise things are well. Nice. How have I been? I've been pretty great, man. I've been pretty great. Yeah, life feels pretty good for me at the moment. Thank you for asking. Let's go double beat up on this. I don't need them to find a whole lot else. I wish I had a promo there. That's an oops. My hope is she's so distracted with this war that she can't sneak cities up by us. And then I can settle this and like this next. Because next turn I'll start double working on settlers. Five turns on the era. We're going to wind up going just slightly over. Which, like, maybe we can find it anyways, but I'm not going to take that chance. I don't mind the Sioux here. It'll also give us some fog of war busting.
Back over the path.
Extra movement's really nice. All right, we have another governor title as well. Could take Magnus and chop out some of these settlers. I don't think I'm going to go provision. We're not planning that wide of an empire. Part of the reason we're spreading our cities out is that I would like to have some Great Walls potential, like some really Great Wall potential. And so having your cities be able to do that is a big deal. And then let's get cranking on some settlers. Let's buy the Diplo. Ruhr would be decent vertical integration. This would be a really good vertical integration, and then probably Pingala here. Like I could see another spaceport here, right? What's our secret society? Do we take a look at Hermetic? It potentially throws off all of my plans. Yeah, Owls seems pretty okay. I'm not doing the harbor like double up, but the bank could help us a good bit, and Owls for even more policy slots. All right, let's take a peek at Hermetic. Just a tiny little peek. Again, I don't want to find whoever they're fighting with now. Maybe I just go back and around. Yeah, I will be save scumming Hermetic potentially. We're going to do a quick save. Let's take a look. I'm always curious. We settled a ley line. And then we have 2. And I could take pretty decent... We're already planning a district here. I have 2 cities that could kind of take advantage of this. We could move them a little bit as well. Although I need this for Colosseum. I'm half tempted to keep this. Sweden ley lines was hysterical. Yeah, boy, it didn't feel as funny. What do we think, chat? It gives us the Alchemical Society. Districts are already really good without it. Yeah. I think it's still owls. The one under the cap actually does help, right? It boosts our harbor. It boosts 3 of our districts that we're thinking about. Comedy is just tragedy plus time. Yeah, I think it's still owls. I really like the synergy between all of the extra policy cards. Like, this is fine, but not necessarily, like, super important. Again, I do get the ability to work that. There's not a lot of amazing districts I can build around this, is kind of the problem. So I think I reload and we go owls. Alrighty, YouTube, we are back without Hermetic Order. So I do think we're going to go owls. What I do want to check in on is where everybody else is at. She's Hermetic Order, Void, and Void. So I might want to wait a little bit in terms of diplomacy to try to make some other civs more friendly. Like, she's not super mad at us right now. Maybe we can be friends and then pick it later on when, because like I could get 2 gold per turn, or we could take the 1 gold in faith. Like, there's not a lot that I really want to run here just yet. Although the 3rd economic slot is obviously great. Also, we could keep this in our back pocket as an instant policy switch, right? As soon as you appoint owls, you get the extra economic policy slot, and you get the ability to switch. So probably just going to hold it for now. But I don't know that I'm necessarily spending this governor title until next era. Is that true? Magoo. There's Magoo. Magoo goes here so well. When it works well, but it's fairly rare. I agree. I mean, I like it as an idea, but I've been on the record as being a complainy pants about it, so I don't want to harp on it too badly. I'm so nervous to see the city pop up. Did Hermetic Order with Frederick? Okay, so we did it at least once. All right, working 4 pretty good tiles. We'll eventually want that one. I may harvest the wheat, but I don't really want to do that until we get some of these settlers out, because I'm not going the super efficiency of Ancestral Hall. With multiple galleys here, I take the combat strength. I didn't realize there were multiple. I check over here for goody huts too. It's unlikely. We'll take a gander. Wow. So many galleys. So many galleys that I might lose this ship. That's not great. Let's go get this online. Okay, so we did. I am going to buy this growth tile. Oh, it's 4 turns on growth. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to save my money. Two turns on the era. Okay. Just kidding. Nice. I'm going to block this. We're going to be a little defensive with these galleys. I'm really glad we got these galleys. These could be a real pest in terms of our Pantheon and stuff. Again, I don't want to find whoever they're fighting at. Fighting with, rather. Not even sure where this goes. Towards the next settle? Yeah, that's probably better, huh? Let's buy more. Tempting. Yeah, I think we buy this. All right. Is that the scout from way before that just now found us? I don't even know where that particular camp is, I don't think. One Eye? Sea Ghost. So it's not that. All right. Start of a new era. Here we'll take combat strength. You know what? I'm gonna I doubt I can chase it down in time, but all right. So our dedication here is not amazing, right? Like this golden age is not particularly spicy. Mostly what this is doing for us is letting us stay at parity in terms of loyalty. Maya did hit a golden, as did Basil. So this city less of a loyalty buffer than we needed. We need the next one kind of more. That being said, monumentality should be solid. Don't think I need a religion. Not really doing specialty districts. Like just getting another the builder movement plus just a couple builders or maybe a cheaper settler is probably fine. We don't have faith economy, but we do have some gold economy already, so reasonably happy with that. I do want to lock in this harbor. Yeah, it could be there. It could certainly be there. But the good news is we have a unit that's coming up, so yeah, genuinely don't know. But remember we saw a this one isn't damaged. You're absolutely right. That may be it. That's probably it, huh, Atlas? All right, let's grab some of these basic techs. And we have 2 promos now. So I should probably be getting a Magnus. And maybe we continue to wait on owls. What would I be running? Again, it's really only 2 gold or 1 gold and 1 faith. Doesn't seem outstanding. Once someone spreads religion to us, we'll have modest faith econ from Chinguetti. Yeah, I'm actually welcoming Catholicism for a change. Choral music, cathedrals. Yeah, I wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't hate it. She's coastal over here. So, yeah. So I think we grab... Let's put Magnus in the cap. Chop what we can. I was thinking about chopping this wheat. Certainly chopping these 2 and this eventually. Eventually we'll want Magnus there as well. Again, I don't think I'm taking the... we've got good food, right? So I don't think I need the provision promo. Closed borders. That's kind of annoying. An okay cap. She's got pearls. Stone face. All right. We try to go deal with them. I do need a farm Eureka for irrigation. Combat strength, very nice. Yeah, I just don't feel like I need this yet.
The rising world of...
All right. Grab a promo there. We love to see it. England founds Leeds. And then this last builder charge kind of wants to just chop something in our cap. Would provision not be worth it here? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, I'm already going to lose this one pop, and we've got enough food to grow back fairly quickly. So we'll just kind of bob a bit. And I'm going to have multiple cities going with settlers between these two. Like, if I'm cranking out 10 settlers from my cap, then yeah. But we're not really doing that. Interesting that Maya seems to be settling south. She had settled south, but I think she's been at war for some time now. So I think her efforts are with this and not forward settling us, which is a really nice thing for us, obviously. But like we finished the settler and stayed at 4 pop because our food. So it shouldn't be necessary. There's Leeds. Oh yeah, but she does have another city down here. That is interesting. I didn't see that one just yet. All right, took care of that. Do I farm this? I'd rather chop, but I need multiple builders. That's, I guess, why we're in monumentality, though. Yeah, I think there are times where that promotion's great, but we don't have that wide of an empire planned. That doesn't mean I won't get more settlers later, but we can get them off of like chopping off of new cities and stuff. Like if I'm going for 18 cities, like yeah, you want to go Ancestral Hall and you want to go Provision. But for us, I don't think so. Do I just get this? I really want to chop. I'd really like this camp actually, but I want to spend builder charges on things that we're chopping and whatnot. I don't know. I think we're gonna go into space, Flapjack. I'm not 100% yet, but that's my initial read on this Civ and what we're gonna do with this game.
Divide and rule.
All right, there's political philosophy. We're getting a lot of unimproved tiles. I mean, over here we are. Right? Going to space, so is this another culture victory? Hold on to the charge to chop out a builder with the card. Yeah, that could be a thing too, but I have monumentality, right? So I'd rather be working the 50% and chop that out and buy the builder versus chop out something at 30%. Yeah, we're getting close to the halfway point, Sonder. It's 9 turns on growth here. 390 for a settler. Do I ever save enough money to just straight up buy a settler? You settled in place normally, but should have settled the coast. Yeah. Yeah, I was happy with our coast settle. I'm just going to hold tight. So we could chop out Oracle too. Seems pretty tempting. Yeah, this would be, again, I could put in the tile buying policy. And with Magnus here, we could probably chop out this Oracle. Switch into Autocracy for a minute. Is Veraxis going to announce our Civ 7 playthrough after Wilhelmina? I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, Monument into Settler in our second city. Maybe I try some Civ World Cup after the marathon? No. No, I don't have any interest in multiplayer, really. CPL, same answer. Same answer. Just not interested in shifting my content to multiplayer. I get less viewership, and I think the quality of my stream goes down. All right, so let's tech this policy switch. Maybe buy some of these choppable tiles still. Yeah, I haven't thought about Wilhelmina. I usually don't think about the Civ I'm playing until like the day of or slightly before. Love the multiplayer, peeps. Super happy that that's a robust community, and I know that a lot of people can have amazing amounts of success with it. It's just for me, I'm not interested. I want to get these tiles before she does, but hopefully it's a while before she gets them, unless she buys them.
I like to say I...
Civ Give stream was a bummer. I wish connectivity was better. Yeah, for sure. And I love doing events like that. You can always count me in on like multiplayer charity stuff or whatever else. But just as a regular folk, because you've got to, first of all, you've got to learn a whole new game, right? Like not only is the timing different because it's online speed and not normal, but you have to learn the better balanced game. And then you have to learn the meta. And I just don't have a lot of interest in shifting what I do to that. And we've got so much more content left with the with the marathon. Like it's just not a priority for me. Thinking about Civ 7 makes you muse about how it will release. A third of the community will love it. A third will say 6 was better, and a third will say they'll never go past 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds exactly right. Doing well, admin. How you doing? Is people still stuck on 5? There are people still stuck on 4. I'll let this grow naturally. We're going to miss out on 1 chop, basically, with Magnus. And I do want to put this in soon, but I got to get these cities down. I really need to secure our southern land here. I had to go here first just as a loyalty buffer. And then this is a great first tile to work, right? And again, we could run the extra policy. Just don't know that I need to.
Writing is easy.
Not getting the promo on this scout is kind of punishing. Doing better than you were. Starting to get appointments for test set. Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. Getting help with whatever you need help with is huge. I'm learning the value of that this year, to be sure. All right, so what's our reach? -9 or just take the safe settle? This should be, I mean, this should be safe just in terms of not only can I settle there for loyalty, but I should also be able to backfill it. -19 is brutal. -6 is fine. Let's go to the truffles. Yikes. She's got a fair amount of cities. She's got iron. Get a swordsman. Don't need it. Masonry and drama and poetry are decent eurekas for us. That's the trading route, or the trade post that we got. Don't want to do this, even though it's worth an envoy. Hunza seems solid for the road potential. Could also see just going down to Singapore. Again, I wouldn't mind this road, but let's go to Hunza for now. It's a little bit, it feels a little weird because it's not that good of yields. We could also go from here to her, get better yields, and then tie this city in with a road. Honestly, can I send it to her now? No. No, because we've got 2 fogs of war here. Not in owls quite yet. Yeah, maybe it's time to take owls and then re-suse them. Yeah, probably is. It's gonna hurt our Diplo just a bit, but so be it. You want a great admiral. That'll be doable eventually. Curious, what would you recommend previous versions of the game? Can you learn anything from previous versions that would help you make more sense of it? I've only ever played 6. Nah, I don't think you need to go backwards. Like, yes, as an experienced Civ 5 player, you probably come in with an advantage versus someone who's never played Civ 6 or any Civ game, right? But I don't think going back helps you learn much. Just because there's so many changes and so many differences between it. It'll just feel weird. Oracle needs to happen fairly soon. How soon does it need to happen? 5 turns on this. Gives me the ability. So I'm going to get this city, and this city, and then this city. And then I'll need more later. She's spreading her religion? Are we Taoist? I don't want to be Taoist. I don't want warrior monks. Can buy a builder now. Is it time to squeeze in Oracle? Sorry, I can buy a builder next turn. I can resuse Singapore, which will give my capital a little production. I could also suse Hunza for extra gold. We're close to Faith buying a builder. Also a good question. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. All right, so maybe it's time to squeeze in this Oracle. Do I ever go Apadana first? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 chops. Is that enough? So we lucked out because some of the reason we're not seeing a city from her is it's very difficult for her to get, right? This mountain range pretty much blocks everything. I guess maybe she can go through here. But like it feels like this lake and this mountain range are probably making her settle south. Okay. Let's do this. I think Oracle is worth more. But I wouldn't mind both, right? We're owls, like the extra envoys plus barb mode is kind of a thing. Like Apadana, even if we don't take advantage of the great work slots, Apadana is just pretty solid for envoys and for the theater square. And then we'll get that one after, hopefully. I wonder if the AI respects her penalty from going too far away from the capital. I doubt it based on the previous games I've seen with her, but that doesn't mean it totally doesn't. All right, whoever that is. Who is that? Rome? Is that just Rome? With the purple? I want to say Carl said her AI does, but that a city with X with a percentage is still better than no cities when she can settle. Okay, so maybe it does. I didn't mean to shut that down. Don't quote you on that. Too late. Too late. Quoting you on it. I'm actually going to chop this woods. I don't always do this on like a tile that I want to kind of work the rest of the game. But I think here I will. Yes? Okay. There he is. So she does respect that. So maybe that's part of it as well. I need to listen more when Carl's talking. Now, as this city grows and gets higher and higher in higher and higher in population, provision becomes that much more valuable, right? I don't mind oscillating between like 3 and 4 or even 4 and 5 population, but as you get up to like around pop 10, that hurts a lot when you lose that. So we may ultimately wind up going provision at some point, weirdly enough. Hong Kong? Fair enough, Carl. Well, we appreciate all you do for us. Looks like we're going to be stuck at 6 for a while, though. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Still a little bit worried about the settler popping up here. Got a ways to go before we can get the next one. Continue our friendship. Oh, it's Vietnam. She is Hermetic Order. She won't do open borders, right? That's her thing. Oh, no, she will. Wow, it's expensive, but I'll take it. I want to explore. So you need to be pretty careful. I did see a swordsman up here. Could potentially be escorting a settler. Yeah, she doesn't like me. Declaring war on Singapore. Don't do that. First meet on Bandar. Okay, I like that. Oh, Kilimanjaro. That's interesting. So I think we grab the Sioux here now, right? I don't have religion yet, although we do have some missionaries. Man, if we get converted here, it's actually quite good for our faith gen. Kublai's main ability changes, right? This is all base China, and so you lose the builder and wonder stuff for getting an extra economic policy slot and the extra Eurekas when completing trading posts. Do you ever save chops for wonders until you're sure it won't get sniped? I used to do that a lot more than I do now. I think I live a little fast and loose these days. Yeah, but I don't have the extra trade route for quite some time, is the thing. I guess I can hold off on this. We should be able to get a first-time Suze there eventually. No, because you can create trading posts over and over and over. Oh, yeah. Sorry, never mind. It is for the first time. Yeah. So this actually scales with map size. If you have more and more civs in your game. Seems kind of weak. I mean, an extra economic policy slot is not weak. Extra economic policy slot is ridiculously good. The Eureka part is weak. Yeah, I can see that argument.
As it turns out,
Kilimanjaro. Take the combat. This has the extra combat strength, right? Yeah. Yeah, we eventually wound up in Owls. No, thank you. Good morning, Mystic Les. Good to see you. Wow. But 50% of 5 random text is a lot of science. Yeah, it's true. Early on, it's, you know, it depends what it hits, right? There's some RNG there. How you doing? You bring light in. Good to see you, my friend. All right. This video is getting a little long. Let's go ahead and put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. We're hopefully getting our first wonder here. I really like the Apadana Oracle combo. We're a little slow to getting cities. It's turn 65, and we're about to have 4. But we didn't go Ancestral Hall, and we're not really set up for that particularly well. But I think a lot of these will be able to be backfilled. Doesn't really seem like anybody's over to our east. So maybe a Petra play is still in the works. Not to mention just settling this continent for some extra luxury stuff. But game going well so far. Pretty fun. Surprised to have this amount of room on just a small 7 Seas map. It is fully populated with 6 civs. So good stuff. Thanks for watching. Twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. Join us live in person on the internet. See you then.